Hello, today's topic is illustration. Hi everyone, have you all seen Dila's last video? She interviewed our friend who studied 3D in Osaka, Japan. And if you haven't seen it yet, you should click on this link here and go and see it right now. And for those who have seen it, I think you'll remember that Theo, our friend who's interviewed, studied illustration before he studied the 3D. And that is exactly the topic I want to talk about today. My major in Japan is actually illustration. I studied illustration since I came to uni in 2012, and I'm very interested in it. I really like it, and it's something I really want to pursue even further. So I thought, well, I'll make it as a topic today. So what is actually illustration? And behind this book, it's Illustration Meeting the Brief by Alan Mayo. Illustration is a form of visual arts practice. It is visual communication, and it means that, well, it communicates. It's like when you talk and you communicate with someone else, but this one is like with drawings. It's basically that, and yeah, but illustration is a drawing, but it's not just a drawing. It conveys a message, and it communicates and has some kind of idea to the audience and, well, someone else, to the viewers who've seen it. Illustration is used everywhere, like books, school books, magazines, branding, and ebook, anywhere else you could think about kind of uses illustration actually. And that is why you could see it everywhere, and that is why it's considered a working art. It is used to communicate a message for some kind of purpose. So, for example, a biology school book, and then you have an illustration of an anatomy of a human being or a person, and then you could kind of see where everything is, or the inside of the body, and then it helps you understand the anatomy even better by the use of illustration. Get it? So yeah, and this is where illustration kind of differs from fine art. Fine art is often an expression of opinion and experiences of the artist, and it kind of appeals to the mind and emotion of the people who experience it. It's very subjective, it's very unique. So it's usually one artist's creation, it's unique to the artist itself. In the other words from the book that I told you, fine art kind of sells itself, whereas illustration sells an idea. What I was usually told in my class in Japan is that as we study illustration as an illustrator, our final goal is a print. And then, for example, even though you make a sculpture or you do craft and all these, you stick things and make a collage of something, some kind of material, in the end it will end up as a print, as a book, for example, or as a poster, or whatever you can think of. So that is why the real artwork or the real drawing is kind of less important for illustrators and for illustration. That's really different, where in fine art the real artwork is very important, and that's why people go to the galleries, see this artwork with their own eyes, and have the experience in the gallery. Illustration needs to be reproduced a lot. It needs to be reproduced and distributed like widely everywhere. The easiest media available is like print, and that's why you always need to print out the artwork. Nowadays you could usually see it as a digital media, like on the internet, television, and so forth. Just for fun, my personal favorite kind of illustration is actually children picture books. It's always very colorful and fun and everything. It reminds me of those days when I was reading a lot of children's picture book, and it's always so fun. It's always so fun. Personal favorite illustrators slash author Arnold Lobel, who makes like Toad and Frog, and then Arthur Rackham, who illustrates fairy tale story and like known stories, well, usually fairy tales and fantasy, and those are kind of my personal favorite things. So yeah, how about you? Do you have any type of illustrations you like, and do you have any like author or artist or illustrators you personally like? You could share it in the comments below as well. That's it for today about illustration, and we'll see you again later with another topic. Then bye. And then Dr. Seuss, who's made Cat in the Hat, and the drawings where he used bold colors and cartoon drawings. And then Quentin Blake, who illustrates, who's famous for his illustration in cover books, or well, illustration in children's novels by Roald Dahl.